Particularly Subiaco, but West Perth looking for a strong start as Eaton wins it down straight away. Tackle made, and it'll be a ball up right back where it came from, rather a free kick. As it's handed off to Nelson, who shoots it forward. Marked straight away by Drew Road. Road, a kick along the edge of the centre square, which is marked well by Golding. Golding holds onto it. Finds an inboard option in Clark. Clark back to Golding. Golding will, well, won't get all of that kick, but will send them inside 50 for the first time today, and it'll go straight back out. And then straight back in the direction of Subiaco as Road gets the handball away. Walters comes steaming in, but Eaton reaches over the top. It goes back the way of West Perth as Cooper Todd gets the handball off to Meadows, back to Gordon, and ball's in a safe pair of hands as he kicks it out to the far side of Leederville Oval. These big wide wings here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium, rather, as Luke Meadows takes in the ball and slows things down for the Falcons. Finds a wide option in Rundle. Rundle, grandstand side of the oval, sends it sailing down the line. Meadows should get there first. He was pressured heavily by Corbett. Ball finds its way inside 50 for the first time today for West Perth. Not. Just managed to get boot to ball. Julian comes in to pick it up. Great little kick there. And finds exactly who he wanted in Tyler Keitel. A tough angle and a big kick. He'll have to get all of this from 47 or 48 metres, Tyler Keitel, but he's the one man in the WAFL that can do the job from here and potentially put West Perth's first of the day on the board. 6 goals already this season, 3 last week. Tyler Keitel. It sails across the face. It'll end up being a centering ball. It was rushed and went out of bounds, so no score on that occasion, but we will see a boundary throw in deep in West Perth's attacking territory for the first time today. Eaton and Carter. Carter with a convincing two-handed tap, and that will go through for a rush behind. Here come the Lions from fullback. As Dewar, a thumping kick, sailed over the back of the contest. West Perth nearly recovering it there through Bailey Long on debut. Here's Greg Clark. Managed to get the handball away. That time it was Golding, and no one home. His kick intercepted on the far side of the ground, and an inboard option found in Luke Meadows. Meadows active earlier, terrific start to the season. And his kick turned straight back over the Lions' way. Now the Lions sending it down the line, where it's marked by Borchett. Borchett sends it to the top of the 50, and the mark was paid to Jack Mayo. Wheels around, throws it on the left boot. It's a 2-on-2 contest. Ball goes off some hands, spills down to ground level. Falcons doing well to recover there. Long, high ball out to the far side, and it'll trickle out of bounds before anyone's able to reach it. Patterson rushing to the ball. Didn't quite make it, heavily contested by Savini. Carter and Eaton do battle again on the boundary throw-in. Tap straight down to Clark, tackled by Meadows. In and over the top came Bartlett. And ball finds its way out of there just as Ferroni collects it and runs over the boundary. Another boundary throw in right on the Subiaco interchange gates below the grandstand here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. A hot day today, 27 degrees. The sun really beating down without any form of coverage of a grandstand on either sides of the ground. Neither ruck with too convincing of a tap. It was Carter who had front position, though. Julian gets the handball away. Nelson trying to run onto it. Tackled straight away now. Here comes Subiaco. Hickmott sends it inside 50. It bounces over the back of the contest. As Skender runs onto it, collects it just before it went out of bounds. Might have wanted to just let it trickle out there after the miss kick, but the tackle's made and it will be a ball up. So not exactly what the Falcons would have wanted there, but play stops and we'll see a stoppage. The backup ruck's on this occasion. Jack Mayo got the tap down, comes steaming in over the top for the tackle, and that should be a free kick paid. But push in the back as the Falcons look to rebound from defensive 50. High kick down the line. Eaton came flying in, but didn't manage to take in the mark. Hickmott sends the Lions back inside 50. Unable to take the mark was Bartlett, but the ball spills out and put straight onto the boot and through for a goal. Subiaco opened the day with the first major. And it was Hickmott. Liam Hickmott, that is, who had one last week. The experienced campaigner in his 63rd game. That's his second of the season. Ball up, tapped down straight away by Carter. Clark and Nelson battling for it. Shane Nelson. But the umpire will have it. In and over the top was Hickmott. Got the handball out wide for Kelman. Now Greg Clark tackled and it'll go straight back the other way. Keitel runs out. They honour his lead. He takes the mark and he'll send them even further towards goal. Underneath it's Rundle. Couldn't take the mark. Hickmott over the top of it. Falcons through Garraway. Send it back about 25 metres out. And Keitel off the outside of the boot finds an option in the goal square. It was Patterson. The mark wasn't paid. And now it's gone through for a rush behind. Running with it and thumping it into the corridor was Dewar. Julian collects the footy, tackled heavily, dumped to ground. That'll be a free kick paid for high contact on Griffith Julian. Right in the middle of the centre circles is Julian. Little chip kick to find Nelson. Rather Bevan, who sends it inside 50. Keitel marking easily. Keitel will back himself from here, from beyond the paint of 50. Had one set shot today, but it sailed across the face of goal from a tough angle, so he remains unblemished on the score sheet. This would be for one straight for Tyler Keitel for the day. Unloads from 51 metres. Distance won't be a problem, but it's hit the post. Sailed across in the wind by the looks of things. So the home side lead one straight. West Perth yet to score a major, 3 behind. Thumped out of there by Dewar. Golding underneath it. Gets it on the second bite and got the handball away. Here come the Lions with a head of steam. Mayo did well Got the handball away. Now Kitchen sends it a high ball inside 50 and it's marked. Luke Foley, the former Eagle, brings it in and will have a set shot on goal, 40+ meters out, about a 45-degree angle, slightly better. Foley, a goal last week, a goal the week before. This would be for a goal in 3 straight weeks for Luke Foley, and Subiaco's second major of the day. Solid work through the middle there by the Lions. And their efficiency inside 50 and accuracy on goal is what's put them ahead in this contest. Ben Golding with 4 disposals leads all comers on the Subiaco side. On the West Perth side, Luke Meadows has 6. It was Eaton who got the tap there, now running over the top of it and collecting it. The Subiaco midfielder will be taken in and called holding the ball. Here we go, chip forward by Black. Hinder sends it inside 50, went over the top of Patterson. Doing well there was Ash, and now Subiaco clear it from defensive 50. Julian, ball bounced off his hands. Eaton did well, got the handball away. Little soccer forward by Sokol. Mayo wheels around, avoided the first option that he saw in Alone. Alone, who's a late in, running towards goal, tackled, and the umpire will have it. A ball up in Subiaco's attacking 50. The backup ruck in Mayo tapped it down, and it was West who cleared it. Ball over the top, and West has run all the way out to the far side of the ground to get the ball back. Right foot kick down the line. Handball forward for Meadows, who gets wrapped up in a tackle, just manages to dispose of it. And running over the line with the footy is Robus. His first game in 2024, Zahn Robus. It's Patterson in the ruck against Eaton. Walters got the handball away now, stabbed forward. Borchette went up. It spilt through the back. Mayo with the ball in hand. It'll trickle towards the goal face, but roll out of bounds for a boundary throw in. .5 minutes gone. Home side 2 straight. West Perth yet score a major. They have 3 behinds. Mayo taps it down straight away. Good work from the West Perth defence. Kicked the ball high to the paint of 50. Mark wasn't taken by Black. Free kick paid for holding the man. It'll be Aaron Black with the ball in hand. Loops it out to the far side of the ground. Mark taken. West Perth look to make their way up the far wing. Hinder with the ball in hand. Hinder runs around the mark, plays on. He's got some speed, the wingman. Mark was smothered. Subiaco with the ball in hand. Digging it out of theirs, Rhodes. Jumping and taking it in, Clark. Ball turned over to the Falcons. Black gets it off one bounce. Handball goes away. It's Cooper Todd running with the footy. Here comes Todd. High ball inside 50, and it was nearly marked by Scaife. He kicked 4 last week, Scaife. Not. Collects it. Handball through to Meadows. Meadows to the left forward pocket. It goes off hands and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Boundary throw-in deep in West Perth's attacking territory. Eaton and Keitel in the ruck, neither able to get a tap. Good job, Subiaco. Drew Road with the ball in hand, kicks it out to the far side of the ground. Mayo's underneath it. Mayo had an overlap option there in Ash, who's running with the footy, switches back, handball to Mayo. Mayo digs it out for Hickmott. Back to Mayo again. Sends it, and off a bounce, it goes inside 50, straight back out with some heavy pressure from the West Perth defence. Meadows marks and switches it out to the far side of the ground. Might be the wrong option in the end, though. It's a 2-on-1 contest. Rundle's tied up there, and Subiaco recovering the footy through Hickmott. Hickmott sends it forward, and now marking is Bartlett, who sends it inside 50. Ball's marked. Greg Clark back after his stint with the West Coast Eagles. The former Sandover medalist. Lines up for goal and misses. Simpson medal rather than the Sandover medal. My apologies. Both S names. You can have one of them per call. Stabbed out by West. Sent down the far side to Meadows. Meadows long bomb down the line. Eaton came flying into the contest, smothered it, ball goes out of bounds. Eaton and Carter now. Carter wins the tap, no one's home. Goes straight back to where it came. 2-1-13 leads. No goals, 3. 18 minutes gone now. Tap down by Carter. Tackle made. Getting it out of there was Rundle. Ball sent into West Perth's attacking 50. Stooping over its road. Damarty sends it back into the forward pocket. Keitel went diving out, couldn't take the mark. Does good work on the second effort. Rhodes there again. Not over the top of it. Tackled and caught with the ball. So not this time for West Perth, whose efficiency inside 50 over the last couple of weeks was outstanding, especially against Perth last week. Ball goes back out for a ball up. Borchett rucking against Carter this time, but it was a free kick paid in the ruck as Carter got the tap down. They've played on Subiaco as Hickmott sends them inside 50. Bounces over the back of the contest. Sokol running onto it. Ball goes out of bounds. Carter, convincing tap in the ruck contest against Mayo. No one able to get it out of the contest before the umpire blew his whistle. Mayo taps it down that time. Tackle made again. We'll have another ball up. Mayo taps it. Mayo roves and finds Golding, who sends it goalward. And it was marked before it went across the line. Gordon has to dive out to take what would have been an easy mark. Finds Todd. Todd to Hinder. Hinder, inboard option, back to Hinder. Stabbing kick forward. Great work in this passage of play by Joseph Hinder. Robus, left foot kick. Went over the top of the intended target, but a free kick was paid for holding the man. And it will be Tyler Keitel, who maybe might just be out of his range from here. He'll put a ball into the right forward pocket. It went over the back of the contest. Scaife couldn't quite get there, and Subiaco will work to clear it from defensive 50. Great mark, Skender. Read it well. Sends it out to right half forward where it's marked by Garraway. On debut, Blake Garraway. And it looks like he's going to take a big run up and back himself from 49 metres out. 45-degree angle. It's a tough kick. Keitel wasn't able to make it before. From the paint of 50, distance isn't a problem. It was offline the whole way and through for a behind. Floating ball out to Foley. Hickmott to Marlon Corbett, the VFL signing from the Gold Coast Suns. Off Clark's hands to Walters. Now West Perth pouncing. Nelson sends it inside 50. Went over the top of Keitel. Subiaco doing work now. Clark just gets the handball out of trouble. Hickmott dives on top of it. Battling with Black, and the umpire will have it. "23 minutes gone. Tap down by Carter. Tackle made by Todd on Golding. A ball up in the centre square again. Neither ruck with too convincing of a tap. Walters collects, tackled straight away by Rundle. Held up, and we'll see another ball up. Now here comes Subiaco. Ball sent high and long inside 50. It was spoiled, but spilt over the back. Collecting it and putting it through is Mayo. And he's having a brilliant game so far. Subiaco have 3 straight. To open the first term, 3 goals, 1, of course, on the scoreboard. West Perth yet to score a major. 24 minutes in, well into time on here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. WAFL action on the AFL Live app and afl.com.au. 3-1-19 leads, 0 goals for the home side leading. West Perth's first venture out of Joondalup this season. is not off to the hottest start. That was tapped down by Carter. Meadows nearly did well to rove, was pressured heavily, tried to soccer it off the ground, couldn't quite do it. Thumped while trying to get over the top of the footy, Nelson. Hands it off to Meadows. Floating ball to right half forward. Keitel was pressured heavily there, but getting away is Rundle with the don't argue. Lost the footy. That's a big dumping tackle. And Subiaco just make their way out of trouble. No, not quite. Ball goes out of bounds on the full before it was able to reach Kelman. Perhaps a last-ditch effort for the Falcons in the first term. A goal here would get them right back in it. Keitel's underneath it, but it was a 2-on-1 contest. He couldn't take the mark. Subiaco clear. It overshot Hickmott, collected by Clark, finds Bartlett, edge of the centre square, through the middle to Mayo. The last goal scorer in this game, playing a little bit further up the ground. Mayo floats a ball onto the barrel chest of Sokol, who sends a dart inside 50, marked straight away by Hickmott. And this will perhaps be the last scoring shot of the quarter, depending how long we have to go. But this would be for Subiaco's fourth. And Will Hickmott will line up for a goal on the siren. It'll be his first of 2024 and Subiaco's fourth to open this game. The Lions have a 4-goal first term. It's been doing some backup rucking duties. Eaton in the middle, though, will do battle with Carter as we get back underway. It was Eaton who tapped it down. West and Clark, the two former West Coast teammates, were doing battle just for a moment. Meadows makes the tackle. Todd gets the handball away, finds Black, who sends it out to the far side of the ground, marked by Nelson. Nelson, handball away. West didn't get all of the kick, as the ball goes off a boot and rolls out of bounds for a boundary throw in, far side of the ground. It was a 4-goal first term for Subiaco. Inside 50 count, very similar. So Subiaco's efficiency on goal is what has seen them take control of this game as the free kicks paid West Perth's way. Kinder, he's been brilliant on the wing today. Sent it inside 50. It was spoiled, but goes back into the hands of the Falcons, then back to Subiaco, where it's turned over and they dig it out. And a high free kick is paid. Clark with the ball in hand. Got hands away. It's stabbed out to the far side of the ground. Not before it was off Nelson's hands, and West Perth recover. Luke Meadows wheels around in open space into a one-on-one contest at the top of the goal square, marked. This time by Jasper Scaife, who was dangerous last week with 4 goals against Perth. He'll line up from as good as directly in front. Barely 20 metres out, he'll take the kick from for West Perth's first major of the day. Jasper Scaife, the 19-year-old from the Kinross Football Club, has no trouble putting it through for a goal. And so the scores are reversed. 4-1 leads 1-4, 25-10. It's a 15-point margin for Subiaco as West Perth finally strike for their first major of the day through Jasper Scaife. It was a rough first term for the home side. They haven't had a chance of as much quality as that, however. Back for the centre ball up. Rucks go at it. It was tapped down in the Meadows direction. He didn't bring it in. Subiaco recover the footy. Just managed to get the ball out of there. Diving down, tackled was Liam Hickmott. No one really able to get it out of the contest. Tamati, heavy tackle. Crowd want ball. Well, the away crowd do, but the umpire will have it. Carter with the convincing tap, but to the advantage of Subiaco, and then straight back to West Perth. Bevan unloads and sends it inside 50. Intercept mark was nearly taken but dropped. Keitel was over the top of it, but it was socket away. Handball just got out of there and swung out wide, where it's taken in by Dewar. Dewar, a floating ball, turned over to Borchett. Got the handball away. Alone, who was a late in this game. The inboard kick is intercepted by Scaife. Scaife, a dart inside 50. Spills down where it's taken in by Patterson, who's tackled straight away, and it's a ball up. Patterson, no idea the tackler was there. Gets brought to ground. No prior. A ball up in West Perth's attacking territory. Tapped down, but Eaton collects it straight away. Subiaco nearly managed to clear. It's a high ball that was in the Keitel direction. Went over the top. West Perth recover. West collects the handball. Snaps on goal. It's touched over the line. A third rushed behind the way of West Perth. 4-1-25 leads 1-5-11. Dewar. Kick it out to the left forward pocket from fullback and swung out to the far side of the ground. Running in open space was Hickmott. Mayo has been brilliant. Got the handball away. West Perth recover. I'll send it back the other way. Mark taken by Aaron Black. Black, a little chip kick and intercepted. A lot of turnovers in this game both ways. Inboard option found in Golding. Golding stabs it out to the far side of the ground. Julian was pressuring heavily, gets it back from Black. The Falcons could be away here. West marks. Won't play on. Sends it forward. Keitel was there. Knott's there to rove. They play in a pair, those two, Keitel and Knott, as Knott sends it inside 50. It's punched right back out. Subiaco had the footy, but it's recovered by the Falcons. Tackle made on West and a free kick paid to him. West played on maybe a little bit too early, just got the ball away. It went over the back of the contest, and it was a free kick paid to Subiaco on that occasion. Keitel slow to get up. And now Keitel looks to be mostly okay. You see Patterson in the goal square, called up to the league side today for his 2024 debut, and Keitel will have a shot on goal. This would be for West Perth's second of this term. Clearly a scoring end. Keitel. No problem for the big man. That's their second of the term and this game. The Falcons working their way back into it. Tyler Keitel, ever reliable as usual. 3 last week, 3 the week prior. 6 goals, 1 heading into today, and that's his 7th goal of the season in just 3 games. Here we go, tap down straight away, Kitchen. Had the footy, lost it, Nelson, now recovered by Hickmott, swings it out. Stabbed inside 50, Mayo was underneath it, couldn't quite reach it there, the big man. West Perth clear, marked by Hinder. Hinder to Meadows. Meadows sends it down the line. Nelson, Shane that is. Sends the Falcons inside 50. Keitel, oh, dropped the mark. That was one he might want back, and it'll be held up and a ball up. (4-1-25) leads 2-5-17. West Perth slowly working their way back into this game. 2 goals, 1 they are this quarter. Subiaco yet to score in the second term as the ball finds its way back out of bounds. Subiaco with a 4-goal opening term, as well as the one behind, and that's how they find themselves 8 points ahead in this contest. Not overran it. Keitel stooping down. Damardi tackled. Umpire will bring it in for a ball up once more. Eaton taps it down. Ferroni wrapped up in a tackle for another ball up. 10.5 minutes gone. And holding paid. On Cody Eaton. And Keegan Knott will snap it off the outside of the boot, through for a behind. Subi out from fullback. Dewar marks. Handball, Walters. Sent it forward for Clark. Falcons recover. Nelson stripped of the footy. Who can get it out of there? Rundle, oh, bursts through the pack, sends it inside 50, nearly marked, but pushed. Free kick paid. And again, it will be Tyler Keitel to really put the Falcons back into this one in the early stages of the second term. He kicked the last goal of the game. And what's usually a layup for Keitel goes through for a behind. Out from fullback and marking his Kitchen. Borchett can't bring it in. Contesting with Patterson, it goes over for a boundary throw-in. Rucks go at it, ball tapped down. Spun around was Hickmott. Nelson just got boot to ball. Over the top of Ash, now taking it in. is Scaife. Got the handball away, thrown onto the boot by Robus in his 2024 debut. And it's another behind for the Falcons. 4-1-25 leads 2-8-20. Mark was paid on that occasion to Ash, Foley rather. Stabbed forward for Will Hickmott. Back to Foley. Off the outside of the boot, Foley's kick, and that's gone out of bounds on the full. West Perth will have it straight back. And Nelson will be able to chip it forward to his brother Shane, who sends it inside. 50! Scaife went up, didn't bring in the mark. Subiaco shovel it out of there. Dewar got the handball away, received it back. What can Subiaco do off half-back here? And the answer is send it straight into the hands of Zach Patterson, who sends the Falcons back inside 50. Ball goes over the back of the contest. And Subiaco recover. Dig it out of there. Todd ran onto it, but let it sail over the, or roll over the boundary. Boundary throw in. Patterson and Borchant. Handball away. Black, Keitel, through to Damarty, back to Black from the right forward pocket and through for a behind. The kick didn't make its way through to Walters. Handball from Robus. Nelson, Bevan was in front. Kick was smothered. Spills out to Nelson, who throws it on the boot for a goal. The Falcons hit the front for the first time today. Four 125 trails 3-9-27 with nearly 16 minutes gone in this contest. Clearly a scoring end. However, it's not too windy. Down on the field, more hot than anything as we get back underway. Nelson brings it in. Threw it onto the boot and sent it forward. Running onto it, Corbett. And recovering is not. Had an option in Black. Didn't manage to get hands away. Tackled, brought to ground, holding the ball. Ash sent it out to the far side of the ground and it shot past Clark, rolled through out of bounds, boundary throw in. Eaton tapped it down easily. Clark wheeled around, sends it to the edge of the centre square on Subiaco's attacking half. And now here come the Lions. Handball got out nearly to Hickmott. Bartlett back to Hickmott, coming in through and soccering it. Mayo's there, soccers it through for a goal. And against the run of play, the Lions peg one back. Mayo has two. They take back the lead, the Lions. 5-1-31, leads 3-9-27. Sullivan Logistics Stadium, Saturday afternoon, WAFL action on the AFL Live app and AFL.com.au. By the way, it's nearly the end of the second term down in Mandurah. Peel Thunder 3-4-20. The third quarter is actually starting. Just a little bit slow to load there, the website. 3-4-22. Peel Thunder trails the Royals 4-1-25. More on that around the grounds in the second term as we look at some of the other games that got underway later in the afternoon. Ball straight back into the umpire's hands. Nearly 19 minutes gone. 2 lead changes to speak of in the last 5 minutes. Hinder sends it forward. Ash collects. Falcons recover. Hickmott did well. Umpire will have it again. Eaton was wrestled in the ruck there. High contact paid. Free kick Subiaco's way. And 50 metres. Perhaps something said towards the umpire there. So Eaton now will line up for goal number 1 of the season for him. Only in his 10th game of WAFL footy. This would make it 2 straight for Subiaco after West Perth kicked the opening 2 of the term. Left foot kick. Just sails through for a behind. Bevan presented a lead, but it swung out for Black. Todd. Mark taken. West Perth send it down the far side of the ground. Shoots over the top of the contest, and that's a throw paid. West Perth will be the beneficiary of the free kick. And it's Scaife. Scaife, big thumping kick, high ball to right half forward. Subiaco seemed to have the numbers and just managed to nearly dig it out of there. Good forward pressure from the Falcons, but that's called high. The tackle from Keitel. Subiaco get out of trouble. Ash marks. That's a well-weighted kick. Inboard option was sent into the corridor by Dewar. Mayo playing high up the ground. His head over the top of the footy, but the Falcons recovering. Skender over the top of it. Umpire will have it. Near the edge of the centre square grandstand side of the ground. Saturday afternoon WAFL footy on the AFL Live app and AFL.com.au. Subiaco took back the lead. They're now 5 points in front after scoring the first 4 of the opening term. Golding dug deep there for the tackle. Clark with his head over the ball had to end up trying to paddle it away. West Perth recover the footy. West thought he had an easy mark there, but it was broken up by Foley. And now everyone thought it was going to go out of bounds. Playing on is Robus. Finds a wide open option in Keitel. Keitel will back himself. They've got the ball in the right man's hands, and this will be for the 3rd lead change this quarter. Tyler Keitel to put the Falcons back in front, not able to swing it back to behind. slow to get things back underway, but Subiaco play on out from fullback. Bit of a missed kick. Golding saves the day. It just managed to bounce before it went into his hands. It'll be a ball up. Eaton two hands it down. Tackle made straight away, ball up again. Nearly 24 minutes gone, well into time on. Tap down by Carter. Hickmott dug it out of there, but the Falcons recover. Black nearly had it. Nelson tried to soccer it away. Sokol's over the top of it, ball up again. Carter taps it. Meadows nearly had it. Nelson soccers it out of there, but in danger. Corbett, former AFL draft prospect, played a couple of seasons of VFL with the Gold Coast Suns, a new signing for Subiaco this year. Right foot kick down the line. Mayo's there, couldn't bring in the low mark. Hickmott floats it to right half forward. West Perth defence having to do some work here. Gordon couldn't bring in the footy. Neither could Munns. West Perth just managed to clear it out of there through Gordon. Couldn't mark. Handball just got away by Rundle. Keitel runs it out of bounds. Boundary throw in directly underneath our broadcast position. Grandstand end of Sullivan Logistics Stadium. Subiaco lead by 5. Uncontested in the ruck was Carter. West. Nelson. Tackled and caught. Couldn't dispose of it. And Alone, who finds himself in the side as a late in, puts it straight onto the chest of Mayo. Floats it in, Mayo on the left boot, and underneath it is Gordon. And a free kick has been paid now the way of Subiaco, and that'll go straight into the hands of Ben Sokol, much to the away crowd chagrin. So not sure what happened there, but a free kick paid after Gordon took an intercept mark. And Ben Sokol now has the chance to extend Subiaco's lead. Sokol puts the Lions up by 10. Interesting one there. The significant away crowd of the Falcons back at their spiritual home, you could say. Not happy with that call on Zach Gordon. And after all their efforts this term, they find themselves down by 10 points. Umpire blows his whistle, free kick paid to Connor West now. The Falcons need one. Scaife was underneath it, couldn't take the mark. Subiaco are going to have to dig deep here. Knott was tackled, and it'll be a ball up. Carter punches it, Kitchen brings it in. Ball went to Clark, who was actually thrown off the ball there. Umpire didn't see it. Alone sends a kick forward, and Skender takes the intercept mark, floats it out to Gordon. West Perth are going to need to get their skates on if they want to find themselves only 4 points down heading into the halftime break. Bevan marking. Bevan told to play on. Sends it into a big contest. It bounced over the back, and there's the siren for halftime. Subiaco find themselves 10-point leaders heading into the halftime break. WAFL footy here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. 6-2-38 leads 3-10, managing to find themselves in front at one point. Here we go. Eaton with the convincing tap. West tackles, ball up. Eaton taps it down. Meadows couldn't get it, neither could West. Lions recover. Handball went out to Foley, who just managed to throw it on the boot, send it forward. Jack Mayo gets hands away. Now here's Greg Clark, breaks the tackle, sends it goalward, and it take a kind bounce. Was touched and also threw for a behind. Julian on kick-in duties. Runs it out far from fullback. 35 plus meters. Kicks it down the line. Mark wasn't taken. Good tackle. Hickmott got hands away, but West Perth recover it now. Connor West coming with a head of steam. Puts it on the boot. Sends it in the direction of Scaife, who found Keitel. Now thrown onto the boot. Centering ball. Knott was underneath. Robus was underneath it. Couldn't bring it in, rush behind. Ferroni rushing it over the line. Now Dewar will kick it in. Clark marks, spins around, stops and props as he sends it out to the far side of the ground. Mayo was there, it went over the back of the contest. And Mayo recovers. So versatile, the big man. That might have been a push there, but it wasn't paid. West, strong. Kicks it out wide. Chipped over the top now for Julian. Sends it forward, intercepted. Playing on now's Corbett. WAFL pickup from the Gold Coast Suns. Ball goes off hands and out of bounds. Dead centre. Far side of the ground. Eaton and Carter will do battle in the ruck. Eaton taps, it will sock it out of midair. DeMarty running onto it, sends it forward in the Keitel direction, but it's out of bounds on the full. Dewar unloads, high ball down the wing. Mark wasn't taken. Handball got out of there, big tackle made, play on. Another tackle made, play on called again. Walters didn't get there. Ball heavily contested, who can get it out of there? Meadows socketed it to DeMarty, now through to West, little chip kick, finds Scaife. And the Falcons will have the first set shot of the term. Jasper Scaife kicked the opening goal of the second term. This is slightly better than a 45-degree angle and will be taken from 45 metres out. To bring the Falcons right back into it. Off a step from the paint of 50. West Perth opened the score. open the scoring for the third term with their first major. How's the complete lack of a run up there from Scaife? Backed himself from the paint of 50 off a few steps. And he is going to be a force in the WAFL. Jasper Scaife from the Quins Football Club. Eaton taps it down, but to the advantage of Meadows, who breaks out, clears it inside 50, intercept mark in defence. Good work there from Savini, who sent it out wide. Kick was smothered and broken up by Keitel, who's working hard to get the ball off Ash, and Patterson rather does get the ball off Ash. Centering ball, Black didn't have the height advantage there. Clark recovers. Handball before the Meadows tackle. Back to Clark. Now Subiaco bursting through the corridor and couldn't mark. Borchette, who throws it onto the boot, is through for a behind. Subiaco have 2 behinds this term, and West Perth have a goal. 6-4-40 leads 4-11-35, a 5-point margin in the early stages of this, the third term. And Griffith Julian is on kick-in duties. Goes for a run, got closed in, puts it on the boot. West's underneath it. Free kick paid for holding. Black marks, runs, takes a bounce, looks for an option in Keitel, and oh, great body work from Jasper Scaife. And directly from where he unloaded for the first goal of the term, he'll look to put West Perth back in front for the first time since the mid stages of the second term. Barely needed a run up from the paint of 50 last time. Scaife unloads, straight as an arrow. He has 2 in a row. Scaife has 3 now, and West Perth find themselves back in front. 6-4-40, the home side Subiaco trail West Perth 5-11-41. .51 metres, Jasper Scaife. That was a dart. Carter tapped it down. Nelson ran onto it. Robus tackles. Oh, big hit there. And free kick paid for high contact. Bevan is slow to get up, but looks okay. Puts it onto the boot immediately. Mark taken. Out to left half forward where Meadows brings in the mark, wheels around, sends it to the top of the goal square. Keitel's there, went off his hands. Subiaco do a great job to recover. Oh, nearly lost the footy. Ash puts it onto the boot and floats it out into the hands of the reliable Greg Clark. Corbett couldn't mark, but it was deemed he had his arms chopped. Had an option in Eaton, but looked to just kick it forward for Golding. Golding's kick was smothered. And now West Perth recover through Hinder, who on the burst doesn't get all of the kick, and now Dewar has the footy for Subiaco. Sends it, bounces near the paint of 50. West Perth bring it in, and tackled was Robus. Ball up, paint of 50, West Perth's attacking end. Subiaco's attacking end, rather. Meadows puts it onto the boot. It was a floating kick that missed everyone. Henry Berenger brings it over the line. Bit of life in the crowd now, a 1-point contest. 10 minutes into this third term, boundary throw in. Carter got the tap down, Black took it away, good work there, throwing it onto the boot. Spoilt by Ferroni, into the hands now of Kitchen. Kitchen sends it out to the run of Hickmott. Battling with Todd, gives him the don't argue, good work there from Hickmott. Ball inside 50 now, Julian takes it in, tackled straight away, it'll be a ball up. Mayo rucking now. Carter tapped it, Nelson kicked it out of there, intercepted straight away by Subiaco. The Lions are sent back inside 50. Underneath it. And taking the intercept mark, the Falcons. Now Bevan. Falcons moving forward down the wing. Great mark in traffic by Borchette. Borchette sends the ball to right half forward. Mayo tried to collect it as it went over the back of the pack. Wraps up Nelson in a tackle, and it'll be another ball up very close to the boundary. If it is, yes, it will be a ball up. Carter taps it down, Scaife over the top of it, just got hands away. Alone makes a tackle, it was held up, and the umpire will have it again. Throws it up straight away. Carter with another tap. Nelson tries to get over the top of it, spills out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw in underneath the scoreboard, far side of the ground. 6-4-40. Subiaco trailing West Perth now, 5-11-41. Bit of inaccuracy and a bit of a lack of efficiency inside 50 from West Perth has kept this game so close. Subiaco have led for the majority of the game. Thrown onto the boot, floating high ball, doing well to get underneath. It's Ferroni. Connor Ferroni sends the Lions back inside 50. Mark wasn't taken. Julian with the ball in hand. Finds Patterson, back to Julian, who on the burst couldn't get all of the kick. Lions recover the footy. Now they're sent back inside 50 as Clark marks and will line up from virtually directly in front. He'll have to kick it from roughly 48 metres out. Greg Clark, former Eagle, from just over 50 metres to behind. Not the only close game for the Saturday afternoon of footy in Western Australia. We'll get to around the grounds during the three-quarter time break. Meanwhile, ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be another boundary throw-in. Free kick paid for holding. No, it's gone back out of bounds. Boundary throw in again. Tapped down by Carter. Subiaco do well. Hickmott's kick was smothered. Not with the tackle on a loan, caught with the ball. Good job, Keegan Knott. West Perth tried to play on immediately, but the umpire will have it come from the Knott free kick. Keegan Knott now sends it down the line. Marking. It's Keitel. It's like those two have a magnet between them. Now it's intercepted by Galen Savini. Savini kicks it down the wing. Ball takes a bounce before it finds Golding. Struggling for it was Frantricini. The umpire will bring it in. Patterson taps it down. Brought in by West and over the boundary for a boundary throw-in. Borchett and Patterson in the ruck. Patterson taps it down easily. Socked off ground by Subiaco. Walters comes steaming in, unloads on goal. That's a terrific goal by Walters. Sturgio, rather. Subiaco back in front. Six-point leaders, 7-5-47 leads 5-11-41. What a game we have on our hands today. Jake Sturgio has one goal, had one goal on the season already. That's his second this year. Subiaco have kicked two this term to West Perth's two. Both of West Perth's goals scored by Jasper Scaife. And we're just about back underway. West tried to shovel it out of there. Hickmott collects, sends it inside 50. Mayo's over the back, nearly had it. Broken up well by Munns. Ball stays in bounds. Handball, Bartlett had it in his hands, but it was knocked away. In comes Aaron Black. And the umpire's blown his whistle. It will be a free kick West Perth's way. Black will take the kick. Black marks. Right back pocket. Bailey Long, who's on debut. Floating ball, Gordon dropped the mark. Thrown onto the boot by Golding. It hovers near the 50-metre arc. Todd clears it out of trouble. Scaife's there. Strong use of the body by Scaife. Sends it inboard for Hinder. Robus. Keitel. Now Sturgio. Kick smothered by Meadows. Nelson, Bevan, Keitel, not. Sergio running onto it, has the last goal of the game. It was wrapped up in a tackle, crowd want ball and they'll get it. 7-5-47 leads, 5-11-41. Kicked out to the far side of the grounds. But it'll be sent back to where it came because the umpire would rather have the free kick be taken correctly. As Hinder marks. His first game for the Falcons in 2024. Oh, and it kicked just on the line, but it went out of bounds on the full and will be taken by Greg Clark. Sturgio. Oh, Mayo came steaming in there, but Hinder collects it, recovers it, finds Todd. Todd over the top, Hinder knocked it down, Lions recover. Ball up. Patterson tapped it. Patterson recovers it now. Nelson tried to throw it onto the boot. Rundle couldn't get there. Eaton and Carter. Subiaco send it inside 50, intercepted. Stabbed forward and marked. Long high ball down the wing. Strongly taken in. Up went Patterson, spilt over the back to Meadows. Now Patterson tackled hard. Crowd want ball, they'll get it. Berenger kicks. Clark marks and wheels around. Found an option in Kitchen. Kitchen kicks it forward. Mayo's there. Couldn't take the mark. He was pressured heavily. Nelson got the handball away. Now here's Bevan. Bevan to Hinder. Hinder kicks it up the wing, but it'll be recovered by Savini. Savini sent the handball into Corbett. Corbett recovers it. Now Keitel takes it back. Hinder running, sending it forward, and it'll take a bounce. And tackled over the line now. Patterson. Boundary throw in. Tapped down by Eaton athletically. Kitchen chucks it on the boot. Now Mayo dives out and marks. Mayo, a left foot kick down the wing. Was spoilt, now recovered by Meadows. Shovels it out of there. But it rolls over the boundary line. Tapped down by Patterson. Kelman was there, but now the Falcons recover it, and holding the man called by the umpire. Subiaco will take the free kick. Ash. Hickmore. Ball will have to go back where it came once again. Here's Ash. A big kick. Mayo did well, puts it on the boot, marking is Borchette. Strong mark there from Borchette. It'll be a very tight angle, nearly 90 degrees. What can he pull out of his bag of tricks? 6 points they lead by. This would put them up by 2 goals. They've kicked the last 2 of the game. This would be for three in a row. Kicks it straight through for a goal from a tight angle. Subiaco have 3 in the term. They lead by 12. So nearly 26 minutes gone, and while West Perth have found themselves in this game in patches, they've been let down by a bit of a lack of efficiency inside 50, which they were elite at last week. Scored on about 75% of their inside 50s last week against Perth up at Joondalup. But a bit of an inaccurate kicking and a lack of efficiency has put them behind in this game as Bevan clears straight away. Players converge. Umpire will have it. Ball up. Tap down Eaton. Collected by West. Floated inside. 50. There's Keitel. Keitel's been solid today as he lines up from directly in front and pegs one back for West Perth. Keitel has his second. Kicked one early in the second term. West Perth now need to find some scoreboard pressure as we head into the later stages of this game. 3/4 time siren due to sound at any moment. Carter and Eaton will do battle in the ruck. Eaton tapped it down, but to the advantage of West Perth, it's socket off the deck by Subiaco and sent their way. Long was tackled and will have it back. Oh, kick went off the outside of the boot, and the umpires decided to perhaps call it back, so a second whack here. Long. Gordon. West. Was touched before it went through, but there's the 3/4 time siren. Subiaco remain in front heading into and find themselves a goal down heading into the 4th term. Here we go. Eaton taps it down. Foley tries to rove it. West recovers and sends it in the Falcons' direction. Ball takes a bounce. Who can get there first? Demarty, clever soccer off the ground into the hands of Keitel. Tyler Keitel will line up for his third of the day, and this will level the scores. Keitel has 2. This is within his range, but it's through for a behind. Ball ran out from full-back. Mayo underneath it, couldn't mark, ball bounced. It was brought in by Rundle, who was tackled and caught with the ball. And Golding will be marched forward. The umpire's called for 50 metres. Golding. Chip kick, finds Corbett. Corbett wheels around and plays on, sends the ball into the forward pocket. Gordon was underneath it. Foley recovered it, snapped it on goal. No one was home. Black gets there first and brings it over the line. Through for a rush behind. Margin back to 6 points. Julian plays on from full-back. Sends it out far. Munns couldn't mark. Eaton over the top of it, brings it out of bounds. Boundary throw in. Carter, a convincing tap. Clark and Meadows doing battle. 2 of the great players in the WAFL this year. Demarty tackles. Umpire will have it. No prior for Drew Road. Eaton with the convincing tap. Ball shoveled out for Nelson, who threw it onto the boot, but Subiaco recover. Crowd want ball after the tackle. It'll remain in play. Not digs for it. Took it, got the handball away, and it'll be another ball up. Ball up. Tapped straight down for West, on the run in the Patterson direction, off hands, and Subiaco just managed to keep it in. Kinder right underneath it, contested by Sturgio. Does a good job to mark. Hinder floats it inside 50. Flyers went up, off hands and out of bounds. Rucks go at it, tap straight down. Oh, and yeah, high contact called in the tackle there. He was dumped too. And now lining up directly in front to tie the game is Jack Demarty. Kicked 2 goals in round 1. His only 2 of the season. Very, very slight angle to the left. Would barely be 25 metres out. And this will level the scores. to behind. Not what West Perth wanted there. 6-13-49. They trail Subiaco 8-6-54. They're really going to have to tighten up in front of goal if they want to win this game, which really they should be by a bit more of a considerable amount. Great strong mark, Luke Foley floats it over the top in the Hickmott direction. Clark steaming over the top of it, tackled, ball up. Five points the margin. Lots to play for today for both of these sides. West Perth looking to remain undefeated. Subiaco let one slip in the first round against Perth. Clark stabs it forward and Mayo marks. Mayo plays on, left foot kick, slides across the goal face, nearly so close. Mayo there looking for his second. A standout player for Subiaco today, so versatile for a big man. Julian will take the kick in. Runs and takes a bounce. Thumped down the line. Savini's there, battling with Patterson. Patterson's tackled by Savini and Ferroni. No prior, the umpire will have it. Carter tapped it down. West tackles. And Hickmott was not given prior opportunity. Eaton taps it down, tackle made straight away. Umpire will have it again. Eaton goes up high for the tap. And we'll see a fourth stoppage in a row. Carter taps down in the Bevan direction, but a free kick's been paid to Subiaco. Handball straight away to Clark. Overshot the contest and into the hands of Meadows, who sends the Falcons inside 50. Keitel uses the body well. And now another chance for the Falcons to tie the game. Keitel already has two. A crucial goal needed for the Falcons. He's missed again, Keitel. Two goals, 5 he is on the day, Keitel. Scaife went flying for it, couldn't take the mark. Golding clears out of the Meadows tackle, ball goes out of bounds. I think the crowd wanted to deliver. That would have been a bit of a stiff call. Rucks go at it, no one able to take a tap. Borchamp floats it in the Mayo direction. Mayo wrestles with his opponent, holds onto the ball, left foot floating kick in the Sokol direction. Julian takes it, clears it out of defensive 50. Nelson with the footy now. Nelson sends it down the wing. Keitel's there, strong grab. Keitel Made Patterson work for it. Savini nearly recovers it. Tackle made. Ball up. Scaife, an easy tap for him. Rundle was over the top of it. Now Nelson sends it inside. 50, Keitel again. It's Patterson, rather. Two very similar looking key forwards for the Demons. One does wear blue boots, though. And this time it's Patterson. His first call up to the league side in 2024. This would be for his first goal of the season. And it's an absolutely crucial kick in the context of this game. With 11 minutes on, the Falcons are down by 5 points. To get the lead back through Zach Patterson, looks good off the boot, and the Falcons are back in front. (8-7), 55 Subiaco, the home side, trailing West Perth, 7-14, 56. One-point ball game. 12 minutes gone. Everything to play for. West throws it on the boot. Floating ball. No one able to get there. Sturgio was over the top of it. Meadows comes diving in. Tapped down by Scaife, but it'll be another ball up. Sturgio takes it. Couldn't get rid of the ball. High contact, says the umpire. Ben Golding with the ball in hand. Far side of the ground finds Borchett. Nearly marking Sokol, but Julian recovers the ball and sends West Perth the other way. Damarty. Handball finds Scaife. Scaife floats it in the Patterson direction. Ball off hands. Keitel running onto it. Couldn't get to it before it rolled out of bounds. Still a one-point ball game. 7-14, 56 leads. 8-7, 55. West Perth. Goals have been few and far between for the amount of inside 50s and shots on goal they have had. Tap down, taken straight away by Damarty, who's wrapped up in the tackle. Another ball up. Scaife taps. Meadows collects. Just got it onto the boot. Cleared by Subiaco. No one able to bring it in as it bounces around. Meadows soccers it cleverly off the deck, and Keitel couldn't mark it. West couldn't take hold of the footy, but it's sent forward. Not able to mark. Ball at ground level. Soccred, recovered by Todd, sent goalwards over the top of the pack, through for a behind. Corbett. Sent down the line by Subiaco. Eaton's underneath it, strong mark. Eaton finds an inboard option in Sturgio. Foley. Now Mayo. Great overhead. Overshot the intended target. Nelson. Black. West Perth clear, but not before it's in the hands of Sturgio, who'll send the Lions right back the other way. Elects to go across for Lee Kitchen. Kitchen off a step, and yeah, 50 metres has been paid against Cooper Todd for running over the mark. And now this late free kick, crucial in the context of this footy game. Lee Kitchen will line up from the top of the goal square and bangs it home for Subiaco, who take back the lead. Subiaco 9-7-61 lead West Perth 7-5-57. 17 minutes gone. We're approaching time on in the fourth term of this contest. Neither ruck with too convincing of a tap. Meadows takes it and gets tackled straight away. Golding's there, collects the footy, finds Kitchen. Kitchen sends Subiaco inside 50. Ball went over the top of the contest with Mayo. Spills out, put on the boot by Francisini. And it's through for a behind. Long. Black. Black plays on. Well marked. West Perth continue their march forward. Marking it is Scaife. Great kick finds Jack DeMarty. DeMarty wheels around. There's a man in the goal square in Patterson, but he was heavily contested. Corbett recovering the footy. Tackle. That looks like holding the ball. And Jasper Scaife will line up for West Perth directly in front. Rather, Kane Bevan will line up for West Perth directly in front. And hit the post. West Perth's goal-kicking woes in this game continue. Played on from full back. That was a crucial moment in this game. Clark brings it in strongly. A kick down the line. Mayo nearly took in the one-handed grab, but Borchett recovers it, then loses it. Meadows straight away, a dart forward, beautifully weighted kick into the hands of Robus. Robus on the left boot. Keitel was underneath it. Spills over the back for Patterson. Got the handball away. Now here's Bevan. Nearly tackled. Onto the boot. And through for a goal. The Falcons lead by 2. All's well that ends well. Bevan, after hitting the post from directly in front, bobs, ducks and weaves. And the check side kicks through for a goal. Ball back at centre, balled up, tapped down for Connor West, floats it forward, marked, intercepted by Drew Road, and he'll be marched forward as 50 metres is paid. We have a bumper finish on our hands here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. 2 points is the margin. Subiaco on the move. Eaton floats a left foot kick forward for Kitchen. Just managed to get the kick away. Top of the goal square. DeMarty over the top, and it's a rush behind. One point is the margin. 22 minutes gone in the 4th term. Julian runs it out. Was struggling to see in the sun. And was lucky to not have that go out of bounds on the full, all be intercepted. Eaton dived out for the slips catch and knocked it over the boundary line. Boundary throw in. Tapped down by Carter. Kitchen throws it onto the boot. Mayo nearly marked. In comes Bartlett. Kicks the goal. Subiaco are back in front. What a contest here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. 5 points the margin. 10-9-69 leads 8-16-64. Bartlett hasn't been too active today, but he stepped up when required. And West Perth will be ruining some of the chances that they've had in this game. Tapped down by Carter. Kitchen came steaming in. Meadows palms it forward. Hinder wrapped up in the tackle. Ball up. No one able to get it out of there. The umpire will have it again. Over 24 minutes gone now. Underneath it, Subiaco continue forward. Mark wasn't taken. West. Nelson overshot it. Umpire will ball it up. tapped out, sent forward. Sokol's there, got the soccer away. Hickmott's brought to ground, holding the ball. Potentially a last-ditch effort for the Falcons. Carter sends it forward, intercepted. Subiaco have the footy. No one able to mark. Ball at ground level. Mayo recovers, just got the handball away, but it was broken up by Shane Nelson. He sends West Perth back the other way, nearly marked. West recovers. West is tackled hard, and the umpires paid the free kick to West there. West puts boot to ball. Mark Spoil. No one able to get there before it goes over the boundary. 5 points the margin. A goal from West Perth would make them 1 point leaders. They pulled off a great escape with a Keegan Knott goal in the late stages of their round 1 game against Claremont. Can there be another miracle? It'll be a boundary throw in deep in their attacking territory. The good news is the clock stopped. Nearly 29 minutes gone in this contest. Julian threw it on the boot. West recovered it. Clark got it back for Subiaco, sends it forward, and it's intercepted. Thrown onto the boot, floating high ball. Who can get there? Tackle made. Umpire will have it. Keegan Knott wasn't quite able to pull off the miracle there again. Eaton taps it down. Subiaco trying to shovel it out of there. Keitel snaps around the body, and it's a behind. Oh no. Subiaco given a lifeline. The kick was poor. Heavily contested. Mayo wheels it onto the left boot. Mayo again. Sends Subiaco forward. Bartlett's there. Siren. Subiaco were victors at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. West Perth unable to get it done.